I will be showing you the front wrap cross carry with a newborn and talk a little bit about tightening and how to adjust it for a tiny baby. For a front wrap cross carry, we start with the middle marker at the center of the chest. Bring both ends to the back under our arms. And bringing the first tail up over the opposite shoulder. Doing the same with the other tail, creating an X in the back. I will just gather up the fabric and tighten the bottom part a little bit. If you have a wrap with colors, it's easier to see which is the bottom rail, but it should be on the outside of your shoulders. I loosen up the fabric a little bit, making room for the legs of our baby. Don't make too much room because you have to tighten all of it. So just a little bit should be enough. If you are handling a baby without neck control, you can hold the baby here at the side, even offering a little bit head support using your hand, or you can hold the baby under the bum. Use the other hand to go under the bunched fabric to welcome the legs, and just slowly position the baby on your body where you want the baby to be. Depending on the size of your baby, this will be pretty high and centered, or a little bit lower once they get bigger. So the baby is positioned onto the bunched fabric right now, with the knees higher than the bum. I will try to find the upper edge of the fabric. This is easier here at the side than it would be to search here at the bottom. So I will just follow the fabric along, switching hands to pull up the fabric from underneath. Trying to keep the arms in for a newborn with their hands close to the face, so you can pick up on cues as soon as they get hungry. I pull up the same amount of fabric here at the top as I would have left here at the bottom to position the baby in the middle of the fabric. And when I want to tighten, I need to check which one is on the bottom of the X. This is easiest by just feeling or looking in the mirror. You can also try it by lifting both up and feeling if one of them has any resistance. If you do this carry more often, it will most likely be the same side every time. So the one that's on top, I will just hold it between my legs and work with the other one. We start tightening from the top edge. If I pull the edge that's closest to my neck, it should pull the top edge closest to the baby's neck. With woven fabric, it's important to know when you're tightening that it doesn't want any friction or the least amount of friction. So going around one corner is okay. Going around two corners will be a little bit tricky. So I lift the fabric from my shoulder to avoid this corner right here, and having only one corner at the side, I will pull it horizontally to tighten it. If I pull it up like this, I pull it in to my armpit, which is less comfortable for me, so that's the reason why I take it off and tighten horizontally, then bring it up over the shoulder, giving it to my other hand to hold tight. Tightening through the fabric, I will try to grab it as much as I can from the back towards the front, and then the bottom rail. I know that there will be slack hiding between my baby and me, so I will just follow it around, moving the loose fabric towards the other hand. Now I'm done with this side, switching hands, and I will do the same at the other side. So I start with the edge closest to my neck, take it off, pull horizontally, bring it up and to the other hand. Bringing the other fabric around too, until I get to the bottom edge, for which I will also start from the middle, working my way around both sides. And it's important to know that the fabric should be from knee to knee and tight from knee to knee. So what you ideally would want is that the knees are a little bit higher than the bum, so there's a little bit of fabric between you and your baby, but it's tight. So don't pull up the fabric like this and leave it loose. You want everything to be tightened at the end. Right now you can check if your top rail is tight enough. If you still see parts that could use some tightening, just try to find where it's heading. So bring it around this first corner and grab and bring it to the front. It's helpful to have stripes or colors like this, so you really know if it's in the orange right here. And I bring it to the back, I should find the orange and bring it to the front. Now, depending on the age and size of your baby, the legs might be more together, and the easiest thing to do is just create a few twists right here, so you don't have any fabric bunched to go under the feet. So you frame the baby on both sides with the shoulder straps and then just go to the back. You can add another twist depending on your belly and where it's most comfortable for you, especially if you had a C-section. You might prefer to not have any pressure on your scar and wear it a little bit lower or higher. Try to bring it to the back horizontally and then tie a double knot. Check the positioning, tuck the knees in a little bit. The back should be supported and smooth. The head should be supported, that if I lean forward, the baby is not moving away from me. I can correct the fabric on my shoulders a little bit. With the front wrap cross carry, this twist is what you do at the start for a smaller baby. And once your baby gets a little bit bigger, you could also just cross and bring it to the back and then tie a double knot. And then if your baby gets bigger, you can even spread the passes, which is something I will show with a bigger baby, because this baby is well supported with just a single layer of fabric, even when it's asleep. If your baby's awake when you are wrapping it and it falls asleep afterwards, you most likely need to re-tighten your carry, because their body changes a little bit once they fall asleep and it might need some more support. Now, to get out, you can either take the knot out and pull down the layers, or just slip your arms through, hold the hand on your baby and peel down this horizontal pass.